Oh, goodness. I probably should fix that. I was all excited about looking at the game, and I didn't remind myself to go turn it on. My apologies. I'm not real good at this whole streaming thing. Technology scares me. Open black screen, then type. Yep, that's me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to let you sit in the darkness and listen to me give notes. That's where I'm best at. All right, so to recap, now that you can see the game, the damn game. Green is Peacock. Red is ODWON. Your mountains are not in this map. Your mountains are in one of the 8-player maps. It'll be in the next build. You'll see soon. This is still game 1, I believe. So it looks like Edwin has taken the castle already, giving him a pretty good point advantage. Thrown some peasant revolts to screw with Peacock down south. Looks like the power position remains the power position. It looks to me like Peacock was going for a drive straight for the red castle plan, knowing that red was going to make a drive for the free castle. But I'm not sure. Alright, so what's Edwin going to do with his armies that he's got hanging out there in Sorabel Landing? I'm curious to see. Is he going to attack? Is he going to try to cap all the rest of Sorabel and camp? How's he going to play that? Wait, did my bet work? I think my bet worked. How do you make the bet work? I want to bet money. Do I have to put the little things in? Wow, I have a lot of gold. Alright. Max bet 500. Oh, I bet. $500. It should give you some sort of like thing that lets you know. Maybe you ain't got no gold, Dwarf Furious. Maybe we took it all. What would a dwarf need with gold anyway? It's not like gold's important to dwarves. Alright, so it looks like Edwin's got 3 heroes out to Peacock's 4. He's gone ahead and invaded Cathoria, kind of gotten himself right in the middle of a mess there. Let's see how that plays out. may have, Merlin. I'm not sure. I'm actually very curious how this plays out, because he's managed to go on getting himself surrounded. He's not going to get very much defensive bonus. He only has a plus 10 defense bonus there. I mean, if he were to hole up and defend, he'd get his natural defense bonus. Who did he bring with him? He brought Anatolius and the bear. Neither one of them are going to give him any serious defense bonuses. Yeah, I think Edwin's going to play it a little bit like a dick. He's just going to come camp right in the center of the lands she needs. This is kind of playing out different than I would have expected. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Merlin. I'm not sure Edwin's played this as smart as he could. I think, you know, she's over there denying him any chance of taking Goldor. I mean, he's got one more hero left that he could build over there. But she's got some heroes kind of coming in on him. He doesn't have enough with this invasion force to invade anywhere properly. But he does have enough to defend. But if he defends, he's not getting much, and he can't even cap that land. Oh, or he can drive directly for the castle, I guess. know, Merlin. I mean, he's got some issues in his strategy, but he's still in relatively strong position to win the game. I mean, I'm struggling a little bit to see where Peacock's going to get the points. I mean, sure, she's sitting there trying to cap that city, but he can go in and prevent her from doing that for a few rounds pretty easily. He's got one hero sort of on the way back to take the rest of his castle. I don't know. It's I'm not sure I agree with all of his moves, but I still feel like he's going to win this. What is Anatolius got on him? He's what does he do that's special? I don't remember. He's a protector? No, he's a what has he got? He's got the melee attacker. All right. Yeah, there's 8 turns left here, and I'm struggling to figure out where Peacock's going to get her points. Because she's still got 2 territories to take to cap her kingdom if she wants those points, and one of them's got a neutral army still in it. But you see there, I'm not sure. I don't know. I can see why he would bring Crispur over. I'm not sure why he would bring both heroes, though. I mean, I guess he gets more stacks that way, and he gets to split his stacks. And I guess Anatolius has got a pretty good attack, but I might have left one behind, brought just the one hero, and brought the second one for support later to bring more units into it. Alright, so he brings out the 4th hero finally. Goes in for the attack, brings the defensive hero over to follow up the attack. Yeah, I think this is, I think at this point this is game Edwin. Yeah, but I gotta agree, some of those early moves, I couldn't quite figure out what he was up to there. But maybe maybe his strategy is deeper than ours. He did win. Yeah, that's how I would have played it too. But on the other side, I mean, had he done that, that would have given her plenty of time to cap her own kingdom and maybe go over and bring at least one person over to snip away at You know, because he doesn't have any kingdom bonus over on his own kingdom yet. So even if he held that castle and the kingdom of Sorabel, he still wouldn't have had the kingdom of Goldor, which would have given him 1 castle, 1 kingdom, and that's only an 80 VP kingdom. She's got a 100 VP kingdom. Would have given her a chance to have that. She would have held her own castle. I don't know. I'm not sure that maybe he didn't have a pretty good plan. Yeah, that's true. He would have the 60 VP for the city. Yeah, that's game. Alright, so now you guys are going to switch it out. I always like just clicking around and seeing what people did with our little emblem generator. People come up with some pretty creative stuff. This one's pretty cool, actually. I've not seen that one before. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool too. People, I don't really use when I make my emblems, I don't really use a lot of the different fields. I usually go pretty simple. Usually I go with like a, you know, split field and a cool emblem. I always go pretty simple. See? Simple. But no, this is a pretty interesting use of our checkerboard patterns, and people like the checkerboard a lot more than I thought they would. Spectate, spectate, spectate. Alright, this is Edwin's chance to get the crap seat over on the left-hand side. He starts in Foghaven. Peacock starts in Goldor. So I find it really interesting. Like, there has become over time, like all sports have their sort of, you know, traditions and whatnot, and video gaming, whether you call it a sport or not, over time has developed the same traditions. And if you're not part of those traditions, you can actually seem rude online without intending to be rude. I'll give you an example. For a long time, I don't play a lot of multiplayer games, quite honestly. I'm much more a single-player gamer. And so I didn't really understand what GG meant. I didn't know, like, what... If people were saying GG to me, I didn't know what that meant. And I never said GG to anybody when I finished a multiplayer game. And I realized over time that, like, I was appearing kind of like a dick because I wasn't telling people that. And, like, I didn't want to be a dick. I wasn't trying to be a dick. I just didn't know that that was a thing. And so, like, I was kind of being a dick and not knowing I was being a dick. And it's like one of those weird things where you just, like, if you're not part of the culture, you can actually end up being rude without intending to be rude. And I find it funny that video games have developed their own culture, but because they've developed this culture online, there's not this sort of feedback loop. Like, if I were to go to a real soccer game with, like, you know, people actually playing soccer on grass and stuff, I would have eye contact and a way to, like, talk to people and you know, understand that I had done something rude or wrong and be corrected for it. But in the virtual video game world, I don't necessarily get that feedback and reinforcement, and so I end up not being able to know that I'm doing... I don't learn at the speed that you would learn in a real environment. Thanks, Merlin. Thanks. See, this is what I'm saying. Like without, like, the little sarcasm thing, like, you don't know, like, people can fuck with you online in a way that in other virtual, in other non-virtual places they don't have the ability to do. So, Peacock's obviously making a dash for that city. Edwin is obviously being a dick about it and throwing a peasant revolt on her. Very well played, Edwin. And I think she ceasefired herself to power through that first village, and then got tied up with those wyverns on the second one, and then decided to stick around and finish off the wyverns instead of just retreating out of it and going to the city. And I don't know, I think maybe she would have been better served to have retreated out of it and gone down to the city. Because right now she would be, well, no, still, well, she would be getting the defensive bonus on the city right now and maybe have a better chance to hold it, but... I don't know. Everyone's got a big-ass army coming up, and maybe that would have just put her right there in harm's way. See, again, in my ignorance, what is a DW gamer? What is DW? See, there's a whole shorthand of gamer talk. I don't know. I'm like the old man that shows up at the party full of teenagers and he's like trying to be cool and saying shit that hasn't been cool since 1984. You know, I'll be like, oh, this is radical, man. Awesome. It's totally tubular. And all the kids are rolling their eyes at me like, who let the old stinky man in the room? I feel like this online now. By definition, Colgan, there is not always someone better. There must be at least the one person who's best. So in all circumstances except for that one, there must be someone better. But for that one circumstance... But that being said, even the best player in the world in a game that has any randomness in it at all has a chance of losing. Or even with no randomness. I mean, the only randomness in chess is who gets to go first. And even in chess, the best players in the world still lose every now and then. It's you know, you're distracted, you're thinking of something else, hemorrhoids are acting up, something, you know, something gets in your way and you don't have your best day and somebody could take you. Alright, well this looks like maybe Edwin's game. I'm not seeing a whole lot of easy ways out of this. 15 turns, he's got way bigger armies, he's got the city, he's pretty well got one half of the map to play with, he's got a nice peasant revolt army to serve as a buffer. Peacock's got 3 big huge neutral armies down south as well to chew through if she wants to get to him. So the only way she can get to Edwin is to chew through his 57-person army right there, or to go south and chew through 3 sets of neutral armies. Doesn't have a whole lot of land to produce gold, didn't cap a kingdom. I think it's going to be a real struggle for her to get out of this. And I have to say, on this one, it sucks a little because she got the better position on the right, but she didn't get the better position because she got slammed with she got slammed with a peasant revolt. She got slammed with having a lot of neutral armies squatting on her. I think she got a pretty bad luck at the draw off the beginning of this game, which is a shame. That being said, I think Edwin played well. I think he went straight in for the Zerg rush. He played the cards that he had well. I think this was a much better exhibition of Edwin's skills than the last game was. Hey, can somebody somebody post a link to the tournament? I want to see who's up next. I want to see what's going on, and I can never remember the link. I really ought to put that somewhere. Here we go. Thanks, Mobot. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So, looks like Merlin is going to be up against ODWON, most likely, in round 3. Round 3 is going to be the winner of Nelson versus Valnina Panda against whoever wins in Legendary Bacon versus... We still haven't had the first round combat of, I don't know how to pronounce, Havengoer, and Damian Knight. I have no idea who either one of those people are. Let's see. Canopy Claws and the great and powerful Pygae still have yet to complete their battle to see who goes up against Kogan. I've got to have my little fight with Hidekata. That's going to happen on Sunday night. And Praetor Pyro has got to match it up with Scribble Dude. So, yeah, that's looking like round 3 is largely going to filter us down to the people who are in round 2 of the first tournament. It does look like, because of the way the matchup went, either Edwin or Merlin is not going to be in the semifinals, but we knew that from the very beginning. If I had to bet, I would say it's probably going to be me or, I don't know, Scribble Dude versus Praetor. That's going to be that's a very even match, actually. I'm very curious how that plays out. I think that's going to be a very good game. Yep. Wait, is there, please tell me there's a, no, I would love to see Pygae versus Canopy Claws, but I actually think Canopy Claws is a pretty solid player. I think he'll probably take Pyge. You know, Kogan, that's actually a kind of fun idea. I think round 3 is probably going to be Ismar. So what we've got left for 2-player maps, we got Ismar left, we've got Aquilon Sea left, and we've got Isthmus. Those are the 3 maps we haven't done. I wonder if it would be more fun to not let them practice. But no, I think we let the kids practice. I think it's more fun that way. I'd kind of like the final to be Ismar. I think Ismar is a big map. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff. don't know. I'm curious. What does the group think? What do you guys want to see? I'm open-minded. It's not like this tournament, you know. It's not like it means anything. We don't like, you know. Well, I guess there's money. I guess there's money involved. I guess it means something. There's peasants who are involved. Give each match a random 2-player map seconds before the match starts. Maybe someday in the future. Those weren't the rules for this. I would suggest we save Ismar for the last final because I think that's a nice big map, and I think there's a lot of strategic options in that. I think there's a lot people can do, which leaves us with Aquilin and Isthmus. The problem with a best of 7 across multiple maps is who gets the better. But the maps have gotten pretty balanced. I'm not sure there's a totally power position on each map. We could, if you guys wanted to, for the final, the absolute final, do a best of 5, play all the maps, and do a random location for each map. That would actually be fun. I'd be up for that, although it's not what we announced. 7's a bit long. I think people are going to get bored somewhere around 7 maps. I would go 5. Alright, unless somebody tells me different, I think we say that the finals and the bronze match is a best of 5, random starting location on each map, and we would play, that would be Isthmar, Aquilin, Isthmus, Moonlake, Zengmar maybe? Yeah, I can speculate the next one. And I think for round 3, I like Isthmus is a good map. We fixed it up, we cleaned it up. I think it's going to be a lot more fun to play. I'm curious to see Isthmus for round 3. So I think we do Isthmus for round 3. We do Isthmar for the semifinals, and we do a round of all of them. No, I will not make the final map Meryl C. If I have to watch Meryl C again, I will put a bullet in my head. I've seen all I want to see of Meryl C for this month. Alright, okay, I'll say it again. We'll see if everyone approves. Round 3, Isthmus. The semifinals, Isthmar. And then the final map will be a 5-player... I'm sorry, not 5-player. A 5-map series, and I'll figure out what the 5 maps are, and we will do each map only once with random start positions on each map. Monica, that is my final answer. And boom! Edwin wins the game. Peacock is knocked out of the tournament, but I have to say she made a damn good showing of herself. Edwin is a good player, and she played a good game for both of those games. Made it pretty far in the tournament. I think we've seen huge improvement, and I'm hoping we see bigger and better things out of her in the future. So, well done to Peacock. Shit draw of cards on that for you. Shit draw of random armies for you. I think you got kind of a crap position on that. But Edwin did play well. So, that's 2-2. Edwin wins. And it will be round 3, Edwin versus Merlin.